Time to fire up the grill. My amigos at Superior Grocers have everything you need with fresh, high-quality beef, pork, and poultry. Always tender, juicy, and full of flavor. Add in fresh corn, watermelon, warm tortillas, and your favorite drinks, and you're all set for a great time with family and friends. Stock up today and download the Superior Grocers app. For the latest deals, Superior Grocers. Quality, variety, and value.
Hi, I'm Teoscar Hernandez. As a parent, I know that being present makes all the difference. I have 3 young sons, and I learned that kids don't just hear, I
2 outs, 2 strikes on Reggie, and you've got to know he's going to get the super sinker. The set, here it comes. The sinker swung on and missed. Reggie is fuming at Dale Ford. Reggie's been ejected. Reggie Jackson has been thrown out of the game. And now Reggie comes back. He's got a bucket of ice, and he's spreading it all over the AstroTurf. He can't believe it.
And it is officially Tuesday. You wouldn't be able to tell in the stands because there's still a lot of energy.
We told him you got to dive and get dirty.
You're supposed to dive at balls hit right at you.
He just made every physics teacher in the country proud.
I don't know why it is in baseball they have the best bubble gum.
Painful foul ball off of Will Smith. You saw and heard Ohtani's reaction to it, and I don't think we need to show the replay of it.
The people are welcoming, they're loving, they're caring. So if you're looking for a familial feel, definitely Asheville.
It's Asheville. That's all you got to say.
Yeah.
They're excited to be back and back on their feet, so it's been awesome to see the rebuild.
Winning or losing, like everybody's there having a good time rooting us on, so I've always enjoyed that the whole year.
You play here at the tourist park and you feel like you're back in the old days playing real baseball.
Nestled right into the mountains there.
That's right, right on a cliff.
Well, we certainly served it up over the plate. This is a burger fit for a home run king, the 99 burger in honor of Aaron Judge. They sell a bazillion of these at Yankee Stadium. It looks pretty good. I feel like we passed the test. What about you?
I think so.
And for the Dodgers in search of their 50th victory of the season, they're 49-28. The Dodgers and Orioles have split each of the first 2 games of the series, and for the Dodgers today, they send out the big right-hander, Emmett Sheehan, 6'5" right-hander. His 14th start. He's looking for his victory in a month, and the right-hander leads the charge. The Dodgers take the field. It'll be 6'6" Brandon Young on the mound for the Orioles here this afternoon. So the Dodgers taking the field. Here's Dave Roberts' starting lineup. It'll be Shohei Ohtani leading it off. He's the designated hitter. Andy Pages is in center field. He'll bat second. Freddie Freeman at first base. Mookie Betts again in the cleanup spot. His bat coming alive. He's at shortstop. Max Muncy is at third base. Kyle Tucker in right. Ryan Ward gets the start in left field. At second base is Alex Freeland. And Chucky Robinson behind the plate and doing the catching this afternoon. He will bat in the 9 spot. For Sheehan, his record is 3-4 with an ERA just above 4 3/4. His strikeout to walk ratio is very good, but again, he's looking for his first victory in a month. He allowed 3 runs over 5 innings. 3rd consecutive loss on Sunday. That's when the Dodgers lost 6-4 to the White Sox on the south side of Chicago before returning home for this homestand. The Dodgers will pack up. They'll go on the road. 3-city trip to Minneapolis tonight. Then they'll be on to San Diego before going to Sacramento and then coming back home. The umpiring assignments, Derek Thomas will work the plate this afternoon. He'll call the balls and strikes. The crew chief, Chris Guccione, is at first base. Nestor Ceja umpiring at second, and Charlie Ramos is over at third base. So traveling tonight, the Dodgers will rejoin you tomorrow on the radio side at 3:30 for the Bronco Casino Dodgers on Deck show. First pitch at 4:40. Eric Lauer will be on the mound for the Dodgers, and for Lauer, a record of 2-5 so far this season. So the Dodgers starting today, 9-game lead in front of the second-place Padres in the National League Western Division. Arizona 9.5, followed by San Francisco and Colorado. Meanwhile, for the Orioles, 11.5 behind the American League Eastern Division New York Yankees, but trying to close ground as best they can. Happy to have you with us. All set to go. Game 3, final game of the homestand. Dodgers against the Orioles. And with the play, here's Tim.
Thank you very much, Mo, and happy Father's Day as the Dodgers get set to wrap up this series with the Orioles. Dodgers in their home whites. Dodgers across the chest, red numeral in front. The Orioles in their traveling road grays with the orange letters and numerals. Black helmets and hats with their orange bill. So here's Taylor Ward, left fielder, batting .252 to face Emmett Sheehan. As Sheehan gets ready to throw the first pitch of the ball game. He winds, kicks, deals, and he throws it up and away for ball one. 1:11 the start time. 74 degrees officially. The game time temperature. Blue skies up above. Time and temp brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Next offer missed outside, and it's 2-0. And Sheehan starts getting behind Taylor Ward, who walks an awful lot. He is their team leader in walks. And he is halfway there as Sheehan needs a strike. First batter of the ball game. Pitch on the way. Swung on, line to center field. That's a base hit. One hop for Andy Pages. And a leadoff single for Taylor Ward.
Taylor Ward, he's had a hard luck series. He's hit a lot of baseballs very hard. He's also seen a lot of defense that plays against him. And this one drops in for the hit.
Left-handed batter Gunnar Henderson up. Henderson using a light blue bat, light blue batting gloves. And we'll see that on Father's Day. Some players wearing the light blue spikes. Chucky Robinson is wearing the light blue catcher's gear. There's a swing and a drive to the right field corner. This ball's going to bounce over the short wall to the right of the bullpen for a ground rule double. And probably a break for the Dodgers there because Taylor Ward probably would have scored, but he stops at third. And Henderson in with a ground rule double. So far, two batters, two pretty solid hits. Second and third, nobody out, top of the first inning. Pete Alonso, right-handed hitting first baseman, batting .245, 17 home runs. He's got 49 runs batted in. He takes inside ball one, 1-0. Well, that's a good thing it's a long game. This is not the start that Emmett wanted after the first two hitters. And then to face Alonso, who's reached base safely in 12 of his last 13 games against the Dodgers, going back to April of 2024, and in that time hitting .304 with 5 home runs, 13 runs batted in. 2 balls and no strikes to Alonso. Stretch by Sheehan, looks at second base. Now kicks and comes to the plate, and it's low and outside, ball 3.
Well, for Sheehan, all the pitches he's made, he's only thrown 2 strikes, and those have been rockets hit off of him.
Well, Taylor Ward, 100 miles an hour off the bat. Henderson, 104 miles an hour off the bat. 3-0 to Alonso. Sheehan ready to deal. He fires. And Alonso swinging 3-0, fouls it away to the right and out of play.
Well, the Orioles in the series have not had a whole lot of opportunities with runners in scoring position. In fact, the first 2 games collectively just 2 for 7. But the Dodgers, well, they had 14 at such at bats. They only had 3 hits. And they were stymied last night.
3-1 to Alonso. Runners off second and third. And the pitch from Sheehan. Missed outside. The bases are full of birds. Nobody out.
And that pitch not close. Here comes Mark Pryor, the pitching coach.
Yeah, quick visit. Mound visit brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice. Samuel Basallo, the catcher, will be due up next. Remember yesterday we told you that Adley Rutschman, the regular starting catcher, had to go on the IL, the concussion IL, so it's 10 days after being hit in the ear with a baseball during the Seattle series. So Basallo's had the catching duties here for 3 straight games against the Dodgers. And a chance for the Orioles to really get out to a big start here. The Orioles have not won back-to-back games in the state of California since September of 2023 when they swept the Angels in Anaheim. And the Dodgers really don't feel like giving the O's a big head start here, but they've got a chance to get one. They're going to play for 2 in the middle. They'll concede the run here early. Basayo batting from the left side, and Sheehan out of the stretch with the bases full. The pitch swung on, fouled back. 0-1. Emmett came with a changeup that time.
Basayo just 21 years of age.
No balls, 1 strike to Basayo. Sheehan checks the runners. The pitch swung on, and that is a base hit into right field. In between Freeman and Freeland. Orioles get 1 out of this as Ward scores. They go station to station on the softly hit ground ball that just found some room, and it's 1-0 Baltimore. 3 hits off of Sheehan and a walk already.
Number 16, Kobe Mayo.
Henderson goes to third, Alonso to second. And Basayo with his 31st run batted in. Kobe Mayo, the DH. He'd been playing third, but Blaze Alexander's over there today. Mayo, right-handed hitter, batting 193. And the Dodgers playing for 2 here.
And Mayo just 24, so you start to look up and down at this Orioles lineup. You know, they've got age on their side. And then you start to think, well, how long is it going to take them to fully develop and come together?
1 ball, no strikes. Sheehan fires. Inside again, 2-0. Well, Emmett really struggling here in the top of the first.
Well, he hasn't found the strike zone, and when he has, he's been shocked at the results.
13 pitches, 8 of them balls. 2-0 pitch to Mayo. And here it comes. He just swings through it.
Boy, did he ever. Buttons just about popped off his uniform. Such a big swing.
Fastball at 94. Well, he struck out 22 times in his last 49 at-bats. So maybe Sheehan can get him here. He's using a blue bat today. And a 2-1 pitch. Swung on, belted down the left field line. It is hooking. And it's a good thing, too. That had home run distance, and it went to the left of the foul pole. Not by much, but just enough. Long strike. And loud. It was a few feet away from being a grand slam. Nobody out, top of the first. Bases loaded, 1-0 Baltimore. Mayo requests time from Derek Thomas, the home plate umpire, and gets it. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Kobe Mayo. 16th pitch of the inning for Emmett Sheehan coming. As he stretches, looks at the runners, now throws, and it's outside for a ball, and the count full.
Right, this is going. It's going to be an early workload for the Dodger bullpen.
You'd have to think that if this starts getting away from him early, they're going to get somebody up. They do not want this to get away early in the ball game. Now a 3-2 pitch coming. And he went around. Strike 3. They had to appeal to first base, and the umpire there, the crew chief, Chris Guccione, rung him up.
Well, what would have been ball 4? That was a breaking ball down. I mean, almost on the ground.
17, Colton Cowser.
Well, 1 out and a chance to get out of this cheaply if Cowser can hit a ground ball to an infielder somewhere for 2. Cowser 226. Last night 1 for 3 with a walk. Was on base twice and a strike called inside corner. Curveball connected just above the knees. Nothing in 1 to Colton Cowser, the Orioles center fielder. Runners lead first, second, and third. The 0-1 pitch from Sheehan will wait. He'll step off the rubber. just briefly. Now he toes it again. A breeze blowing toward the right field foul pole. Moving the flags out in center pretty well right now. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a fly ball, shallow left. That is going to drop in for a hit, and that's in a bad area. One run comes in. Surprised they didn't send the other runner, but it's now 2-0 on a bloop single to the opposite field. That was not catchable for Ryan Ward. He had no chance to get to it.
Well, Alonso just, for some reason, just did not, he misjudged what was happening. He had the best shot of anybody standing at second base. Shocking he did not score.
You figure he's going to run on contact, seeing where the ball is and where it was going to land. He had the best view of it, as you mentioned. That could be a break for the Dodgers. 2-0. Still one out. Still the bases loaded. And Cowser with his 24th run batted in. Leody Taveras, the right fielder, is up. Switch hitter batting left. 1-0. Taveras hitting .255. And the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Well, sometimes it takes a pitcher a while when they come out. Sometimes pitchers are locked in right out of the bullpen and right out of the dugout when they start a game. And other times they're not.
Yeah, well, the game does not wait for them.
1 ball, 1 strike pitch from Sheehan. Still 1 out. And this ball's popped foul to the left and out of play. And Sheehan ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes. This is the position he wants to be in, ahead in the count rather than behind, but he hasn't thrown a lot of first pitch strikes. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch now to Taveras, the right fielder. He swings and fouls it back just below us off to the left. Alonso at third. Basayo is at second. Cowser's at first. It's been nothing but traffic on the bases since the first hitter, Taylor Ward, had a base hit. He has come in to score. Henderson with a double. He's come in to score. There's a high fastball cut on and miss. Strike 3. Second strikeout for Sheehan. 2 down.
Well, both strikeouts have been in pitches that have been out of the strike zone.
Blaze Alexander, the hitter. He's been a hot hitter lately. His average is .303. Alexander playing third base today. Since the 1st of May, he's hitting .414. Yeah, swing and a miss. Curveball. Alexander played short in the game last night. He's a very good infielder and has been prodigious with the bat in the last month plus. Pitch in the dirt, blocked by Chucky Robinson.
A nice job by Robinson. You know, somebody catches down on the knee as they're receiving the baseball, and some just really curtails their lateral motion. But for Robinson, he went outside, blocked that ball, kept it in front of him.
And he was on his right knee and still able to slide enough to the right to block that ball. It's usually where you see guys get hung up, but did a good job, leaned out over. 1-1 to Blaze Alexander. Right-handed hitter with a pair of home runs, 21 runs batted in. 1-1 pitch. That's up high. Fastball, 2 balls and a strike. Orioles, in spite of the win last night, have lost 9 of their last 14. When they score the first run of the game, they're 20-14, so not a real big difference there whether they score first or not. 2-1. Swung on, popped up right side. Freddie Freeman, right where the grass and the track meet in foul territory, makes the catch. And considering all that happened there in the top of the first inning, Emmett Sheehan got off the hook rather cheaply. 2 runs on 4 hits. The bases left loaded through a half inning. It's the Orioles 2 and the Dodgers coming to bat.
Hi, this
puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Jim Thorpe's resume reads like a work of pure fiction.
So he's in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He's in the College Football Hall of Fame. He got Olympic medals for the decathlon and the pentathlon.
He's the greatest at
I thought I was an athlete, Lindsay.
Thorpe finished his Major League Baseball career with the Boston Braves in 1919, where he played alongside an outfielder named Les Mann.
He invented this particular projector.
And this is not all he's done, right?
He started championing to get baseball into the Olympics. He finally succeeded for the 1936 Olympics, which was held in Berlin.
The German government had discouraged other nations from sending Jewish and black athletes.
We sent over Jesse Owens, and we sent over Mac Robinson, Jackie Robinson's older brother.
Trailblazers like Thorpe and Robinson certainly lit the way for countless others to follow. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
In the bottom of the first inning, Orioles with a 2-0 lead. Shohei's first at bat brought to you by Asahi Super Dry, Japan's #1 selling beer. Seek what is unique. Ohtani homered in the 9th last night, his 16th of the year, 296th of his career. And he'll take a strike from the right-hander Brandon Young. Young making his 12th start, 27-year-old. Holding the ball behind his back, now goes into a stretch position. Ohtani wants time and gets it. Ohtani using light blue cleats today. Light blue bat. More than likely in honor of his brand new son that was born this weekend. Here's an 0-1 pitch, and he'll let it go low. 1 ball, 1 strike. On Father's Day, players will wear the light blue wristbands, batting gloves, socks, you name it, bats. 1-1 pitch. Ohtani lets it go low and in. 2-1. And they do that to raise awareness for prostate cancer research and for dads and the appropriate day, Father's Day, and remind dads to get tested. 2-1 pitch. High and outside. It's 3-1 to Ohtani. Shohei has homered 6 times in his last 11 games. 3-1 pitch, outside ball 4, and the leadoff man is aboard, and just like that, the tying run is coming up.
Tim, I mentioned with Young in his strikeouts, and while Sheehan had 2 strikeouts, neither one of the strikeout pitches were in the strike zone. Well, for Young, it's even more exaggerated. He struck out 44. Over 80% of those are strikeouts on pitches out of the strike zone.
Paez at 268, 15 homers. He swings the first pitch and bounces it into the Dodger dugout.
So my point in the high percentage of strikeouts on pitches out of the strike zone is be very decisive on pitches you are going to offer. And see if Young gets that splitter over. He missed a couple of times with Ohtani.
0-1 pitch to Andy. Inside with a fastball. We talked about his fastball in the pregame. The Dodgers actually are the top 4-seam fastball hitting team in Major League Baseball. As a team, they have a 274 average and almost a 500 slugging percentage against the 4-seamer. And now it's 2-1 to Andy Paez. But on the other side, Brandon Young has held the opposition to a 134 average on that pitch and a 256 slug. 2-1. Tapper foul over by the Dodger dugout again. And Danny Lehman, the bench coach, caught it. 2-2 to Paez. As Mo mentioned, the split-fingered pitch is a big one for Brandon Young. Four-seamer, splitter, slider, sinker, curve, the repertoire. Ohtani leads at first, held on by Alonso. 2-2 pitch. And he swings and strikes out, missing the fastball. One down.
That's a fastball upstairs. Was it a strike? Maybe.
Children's Hospital Los Angeles has been delivering 125 years of hope and healthier futures. When your child needs championship care, visit chla.org. Freddie Freeman, the batter, 272 hitter. 1 on, 1 out, 2-0 Orioles. Freddie swings, hits it on the ground, right field, base hit. Ohtani will stop at second. Tavares, the right fielder, gets the ball in quickly. Freddie didn't wait around. That's the first hit of the afternoon for the Dodgers. They've got the tying run aboard, and Mookie Betts coming up.
And Ohtani must have felt like he was playing dodgeball because he had to jump into the air and stop his momentum towards the second base bag until that ball passed him.
And Mookie's been having much more success at the plate lately. He had a hit last night. 2 nights ago, 3 hits, including a home run. So 4 hits in the series. And he'll take strike 1 here. A fastball at 95. Brandon Young ready to throw. And the Oriole right-hander sends it home, and it's a strike called again. It's 0-2. Another fastball.
The Dodgers have not really been knocking the cover off the ball with runners in scoring position the first 2 games of this series. Just 3 for 14.
Young making his first career start against the Dodgers. Strikes out Mookie Betts looking. Mookie wants to challenge here in the bottom of the first with 2 on.
Call the Bills a strike, the batter's challenging.
Let's see. He hopes he's right.
Hold confirmed. Los Angeles has 1 challenge remaining.
That was well in the strike zone, and now one of the challenges the Dodgers have has been burned for the rest of the day.
Yeah, and for Mookie, he has a very high percentage of called strike 3s.
Well, 2 outs and Max Muncy, the batter. Left-handed hitting third baseman, 16 home runs. He and Ohtani tied for the club lead in long balls, and 264 average with 30 runs batted in. Pitch missed just off the plate outside. And it's always a hold your breath moment when you see a challenge in the first inning, because then you're going to limit yourself to 1 more the rest of the game if you're wrong. 1-0. That one just missed. A little bit low. 2 balls and no strikes to Muncy. Well, Young, ball behind his back, puts it in his glove, and out of the stretch gets ready to deliver. 2-0 pitch, curveball in for a strike. 2-1 to Max.
Those are pitches that you just kind of keep a mental note on. Okay, behind in the count, 2-0. Didn't come in with a fastball, came in with a breaking ball.
Here's the 2-1 to Muncy. Lets it go low, a splitter. And Max ahead in the count, 3-1. Good hitters count here. 2 out, 2 on. And a 2-0 Baltimore lead in the bottom half of the first inning. Ohtani off of second base, Freeman off of first. 3-ball, 1 strike pitch to Muncy. Swings, lines it to left. That's down for a base hit. They're going to send Ohtani home. Here comes the throw. It goes all the way through. Ohtani slides. He's safe. And it's 2-1 on a 2-out RBI single for Max Muncy.
They're going to challenge the arm in left field with Taylor Ward. They know what he can do as far as the throw, not the strongest throwing arm. Ward actually had the ball in his glove before Ohtani even reached the third base bag.
Throwing it right past the cutoff man in the infield. He let it go, and it just got in there too late, and Basayo could not handle it at the plate. Tying run in scoring position for Kyle Tucker. Left-handed hitting right fielder takes high ball one. Muncy hit the fastball to the opposite field. It's the Dodgers on the board. Pitch to Tucker. He swings and fouls it at the plate. Well, he had a tough at bat last night in the bottom of the ninth. 2 outs, tying run at third. Saw 3 straight splitters from Yennier Cano, all in the same location, and he swung and missed at each one of them. He really struggled with the splitter, perhaps recognizing it. 1-1 pitch. It's outside. And that was a splitter from Young. You got to figure for the Orioles, you saw the at-bat last night, that Young, who features the splitter, is going to give him a heavy dose of those today. Freeman off second. Muncy big lead at first. The pitch. And Tucker shoots one foul over the third base dugout into the seats.
Yeah, it's an excellent scouting report. If it is going to carry over, he has a different guy throwing it, but until the other guy proves that he can either A, lay off of it, or B, hit it, why would you change?
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 out. Pitch. Swing and a grounder to third. It is grabbed by Blaze Alexander. He runs to the bag and steps on it for the force out that retires the side. Dodgers get a run back. 2 hits. They leave 2. And at the end of 1, it's the Orioles 2, Dodgers 1.
I was so inspired by what you were making that I want to do my own all-star ballpark bite, but I'm thinking we take some of that brisket that you make, and I'm going to do like a little slider. Got the pepper jack cheese, some American, get it going with some of the barbecue sauce that you have, that spicy, delicious one, and then caramelized onions. Make like a little sandwich. We cool?
Sound like a plan.
I think we did good.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Thank
Great.
you.
Thanks, Chef.
Ground ball towards second. Once more for Marte. Sliding grab. What a play. Hernandez is going back at the wall, and he made the catch.
Jackson Merrill back at the wall. He leaps and makes the catch. Merrill robs a home run.
That is stroked to left field. Newbar dives. He makes the catch. Austin Martin sprawling out with another spectacular catch.
Converging are Pete Pro Armstrong and Ian Happ. Pete makes the sliding catch.
Tucker will pick it up. They're going to send the runner. Throw to the plate. Tucker rolled to third. That's a fair baseball. It's Keith making the play.
Left side of the infield. Mason Wynn has it. His throw to first. He got it. Ball to short. Mason Wynn. He's got it. Runs to the bag. Throws on the run. And he got it.
What a play by Mason Wynn. One of his best of the year.
Chasing it, Peraza, long run, and Peraza makes the catch. Ground ball to third. Backhanded by Beatty. Long throw across the diamond, picked by Wagaman in time for the out.
Delivers low and away, ball 1. Well, it starts him with the ball. He's got to get the best pitch in the book over the plate, and that is strike 1. There's a 1-0. There's a strike. So it's now 1-1. But when you get strike 1 in there as the first pitch strike's so important. It can change the entire at bat. 1 ball, 1 strike to the right-handed hitting Jackson, who's hitting .257. And it is a slider low and away. 2 balls and a strike. Top of the second inning, brought to you by Budweiser. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. And a 2-1 pitch coming to Jackson from Emmett Sheehan. Swung on, popped up. Freddie Freeman at first, backpedaling to the edge of the outfield grass. He'll look up, glasses on, looking up into that bright blue sky, makes the catch. And there's 1 away. Tons of blue sky, a few white wispy clouds over the stadium right now. And temperature in the mid-70s today. Taylor Ward, 1 for 1 with a run scored. Right-handed batter waits, and he'll look at a curveball outside ball one. Ward batting with his left toe just barely touching the dirt. He picks it up and tries to put it back down while he's swinging, and he missed that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. You see a lot of different things at the plate in terms of stances and whatnot, timing mechanisms, or weight transfer reminders. That's probably more along the lines for Ward, who swings and hits the ball well deep to right center field. Back to the track, Pages to the wall, and that ball is gone. A home run for Taylor Ward. In the first row of the home run seats for Ward, his 4th home run of the season, and it's 3-1 Baltimore. That's the 10th home run allowed for Sheehan this season. That's twice as many as he allowed last year, where he played in the second half of the year. The 1-1 pitch was just absolutely hammered to the other part of the field. And in deep right center, just barely got over the wall. 1 run in, 1 out. Gunnar Henderson the batter. Doubled the last time up. Swings and fouls it back. Well, whichever way Taylor Ward decides to stand, it's been working for him today. "3-1 Orioles." Here's the 0-1 pitch. In there for a called strike. And Henderson down on the count, 0-2. Sheehan looking at the target set for him by Chucky Robinson. And this ball stroked into right. Line drive, base hit. 2 hops for Tucker.
We're not seeing many swings and misses.
Now, it's not what we're accustomed to seeing out of Emmett Sheehan, at least at the start of the game here.
There was a note also. Was there, any focus of attention? The fact that, the velocity on his fastball had dropped a little bit, overall average? I mean, not by much, but, this day and age of being very analytical. Is it a big deal? 1 point some miles per hour drop off on average?
Pete Alonso, 1 on and 1 out. Pitch is taken for a strike, a fastball down the middle.
I think it means more if a pitcher, maybe there is a fall off slight of the velocity. If it's a pitcher that's constantly chasing velocity itself. In other words, turning around and looking up the scoreboard. Whoa, how fast was that one registered?
1-1 pitch, cut on and missed.
I told the story before. I know a former general manager who knew that there were certain pitchers of visiting teams that would come into the ballpark and they were chasing velocity, looking at the scoreboard, and they purposely would turn down the velocity on the miles per hour.
There's a 1-2 pitch now to Alonso from Sheehan. As he pauses, now sends it home. A swung on foul back.
So why would they turn it down? Well, let's see. If I'm chasing velocity and I normally throw at 95 and I look up and it's only 92, I'm thinking, well, gee, am I giving full effort? Now you're exerting yourself. Now are you still in the same rhythm? Behind the scenes stuff.
Here comes a 1-2 pitch from Sheehan to Alonso. And there's a little flare on the infield. It's off of Mookie Betts' face, picked up by Freeland, and they'll get the out at second base. Freeland got the force out there. That'll be a 6-4 force out on a fielder's choice by Alonso, and there were 2 down. That ball took a really weird hop and got Mookie right in the face. Came up, hit the thumb of his glove, and got him in the left eye. He had his glasses on, though. He's got the flip-down sunglasses underneath the bill of his cap, and it hit those.
Mookie Betts is wearing the sunglasses that, quite frankly, I think players would want to wear, because you can get the flip down in really dark glasses.
Basallo swing and a miss at a fastball. Nothing in one.
Because you don't always need the darkest of glasses, but I'll tell you what, ball goes up near that sun, you'd like to have a welding mask.
It doesn't hurt. Now an 0-1 pitch to Basallo. Left-handed batter rolls it up the right side. Foul, 0-2. So you're getting back to the chasing velocity.
Mm-hmm.
I know of one team a number of years ago that actually took it off their scoreboard when a certain pitcher was pitching.
Yeah, so he wouldn't look up.
So he wouldn't look.
Yeah, exactly.
Fans didn't know what it was either. But, yeah. Some pitchers love to find out what that number is immediately. Here's an 0-2 pitch to Basallo. Swing and a miss, strike three. Tied him up with a high fastball. 1 run on the home run by Ward. 2 hits, 1 left. And at the end of an inning and a half, it's Baltimore 3 and the Dodgers 1.
Hey, LA baseball fans, get ready to score an unbeatable deal from Daniel's Jewelers. To celebrate the season, Daniel's Jewelers.
The Cubs are on fire and have turned 1060 West Addison Street, aka Wrigley Field, into the hottest address in baseball. This week, the Cubbies flew the W for the 15th straight time, their longest home winning streak since '08. And they're winning in dramatic fashion.
Dansby's going to score. The Cubs are going to walk off the red. 4-ball game. 3 straight walk-off wins in the series against Cincinnati.
At the center of it all is Nico Horner, flat out playing like the best second baseman in baseball. Shota Imanaga has been one of the game's best on the hill with a sub-2.5 ERA. With PCA doing PCA things in the field and a solid bullpen, this Cubs team looks built for the long haul. The NL Central has been baseball's toughest division. Will the Cubbies' home field advantage be the difference in the chase for the division crown?
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Second inning brought to you by your Toyota dealer. They make it easy. 3-1. The Orioles in front. Orioles aren't making it easy on the Dodgers here this afternoon. Not yet, anyway. Bottom of the order, Ryan Ward, Alex Freeland, Chucky Robinson to face Brandon Young. Young ready to throw. And Ward in there from the left side to pitch. Up high, ball 1. Ryan hitting .239, 3 home runs. One of those a grand slam. Hit that in Pittsburgh. And he's driven in 11. Ward's got blue cleats, light blue socks, light blue wristbands, but his regular bat. Didn't use the blue bat today. 1-0 pitch, and it's in for a strike. Fastball from Young. And for Young, his 12th start. I mentioned he's making his first start ever against the Dodgers. 1-1, foul tipped into the mid of the catcher Basallo. This is his first start against the National League West team. He's never started against a team from this division before. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Up high. Another fastball at 95, and it's 2-2.
They keep numbers on everything. You know, stats nowadays.
And a 2-2 pitch is poked foul up in the air over the third base dugout. They'll hit the roof of the dugout and jump up into the seats.
And the stat that I saw this morning goes back to what you were saying. What's the best pitch you can throw? First pitch strike. Well, for Brandon Young, first pitches to batter this year, 176 is all.
2-2, swung on, popped up. Might be playable, but it's twisting toward the netting. And it'll just go over the netting beyond the third base dugout in the second row. It just gives you such an advantage, though, when you get strike one. You know, you're 0-1.
Yeah, because the batter only has 2 more mistakes they can make. And even if they're successful, there's still guys out there with gloves that can catch it.
Here's a 2-2. Swung on, poke foul again to the left and out of play. Ryan Ward hanging in there. Well, that's a simplification of the game, but it's very true. That's what you said your job description was when you played center field, chasing pitchers' mistakes.
Someone asked me once.
2-2 to Ward is up high. It's 3-2.
Someone that did not really know baseball. I think it was from a different country. I said, what did you do for baseball? Position center, what's the center fielder do? I said, well, chase down pitchers' mistakes. And then the next question was, what's the pitcher?
3-2 pitch. And Ward swings, hits the ball well into right field, but it'll hang up. As Tavares gets underneath it, he makes the catch for the first out of the Dodgers' second inning.
So my answer to that question was, what's the pitcher? I said, it's the guy that throws the baseball and plays golf.
Yeah. Pitches every 5th day, plays golf the other days in between. Alex Freeland, switch hitter, batting left. 233 average, 3 home runs. 1 out, nobody on. Breaking ball outside, ball 1. Here's a 1-0 on the way. And Freeland looks at it outside. It's like, try to explain this game, to some, alien from outer space who just landed here. Good luck, right? I mean, it's hard. It's kind of like, there was a one day in Chicago, remember, met a guy who was a big fan of cricket. And he tried to explain cricket to me, and I was like your friend there who said, what's a pitcher? Yeah. It's just hard when you don't know it. Hard to explain it. 2-1 to Freeland. And he'll swing and hit one up in the air, left side foul. That'll make the Loge. That's 2-2 to Alex Freeland. Even some things to people who are familiar with baseball, like, try to explain to them the infield fly rule for the first time. Now a 2-2, and that is in the dirt.
Well, there was coaches, players, and managers that didn't know the rules yesterday with the Rockies.
Right, that game with Pittsburgh ended in a controversial manner, but it turned out to be the right call. On an interference call involving Eric Karros' son, Kyle Karros.
Well, I'm amazed, and Karros knew the rule. I'm amazed at times on the lack of knowledge of rules by players on simple stuff. You get technical. Some of its interpretation, where was the location of a runner when X, Y, and Z took place. I get that part, but that can be difficult.
3-2 pitch. Inside, ball 4, and Freeland draws the 1-out walk. But yeah, even the situation we had in the game last night, where who was it? He was called out looking for the one unassisted. It was Blaze Alexander in the 9th inning when the ball hit him in fair territory as he was making his way to first, and he was ruled out. It did appear it hit him before he left the batter's box.
Exactly, and that's why I did not see a total explanation by the umpiring crew, but once the ball hits you and hit him in foul territory, he's still in the batter's box, ball's dead.
0-1 to Chucky Robinson. Now it's 0-2. He takes a sinker for a strike. Ohtani's on deck. No balls, 2 strikes to Chucky Robinson, right-handed hitting catcher. Freeland leads at first, and the pitch is in the dirt.
By the way, for those that don't really understand what we're talking about, the ball hit the batter. It was off the bat, hit the ground, and then came up and hit it. It wasn't that he was hit by a pitch, which the ball would have been dead then.
Would have been dead anyway. Now a 1-2. Swing and a miss, and Chucky strikes out on a two-seamer. 2 down. And here's Ohtani. Walked and scored in the first. He represents the tying run. Orioles up 3-1 here. And every time he steps in that batter's box, he can be considered to be in scoring position. 295 average. 16 homers, 43 runs batted in. Pitch. Inside corner for a strike with a splitter.
If Tavares in right field gets any deeper, he can order something from one of the vendors.
Now the 0-1 coming to Ohtani from Brandon Young. Stretch and the pitch. Ohtani waves through a fastball at 95. 0-2. Request time, and he gets it. He adjusts his batting gloves, his elbow pad that he's got on his right elbow, his throwing elbow. And he awaits the 0-2 now. Young throws, and Ohtani taps it foul and stays alive. Goes right up the first base side.
The slider, and Ohtani just he surrounded the ball. It was down away from him, and he just hooked around it and hit it foul.
Hey, look how he's played in the last month. So the last 32 games, 20 extra base hits, 10 home runs. His slugging percentage, .739, which is the highest in Major League Baseball. Swings, hits a ground ball toward the middle. That's through for a base hit. Freeland around second. He's on his way to third. And Ohtani has a 2-out base hit, and the Dodgers have the tying run aboard. Ball looked like it hit the side of the mound, then took a little bit of a turn. And the second baseman, Jackson, was diving to his right, and it was just out of his reach as a result.
Dodgers in the first inning, just 1 for 3 runners in scoring position, and see if they can pick up the run here.
3-1 Baltimore. 2 on, 2 out for the Dodgers. Pitch to Pages. Andy swings and misses a fastball. The Dodgers are going to be challenged as long as Young is in the game. They're going to be challenged with fastball after fastball, as they were last night from the left-hander Trevor Rogers. He pitched one of the best games of his career last night. 0-1 is up high, 1-1. And Rogers, I think last year, had gone 7 innings of 1-hit shutout baseball in the game, and did so last night. That set the table for the Oriole win. 1-1 pitch, and he takes a strike. And that sinker might be the best pitch he sees this entire at bat.
Rogers, one of the things he also did, he only won a 3-ball count, I believe unofficially 3 times in the game. That's over 7 innings.
But you look at the percentage of fastballs he threw, that was pretty much his bread and butter. It has been this season. He just kept challenging hitter after hitter. 1-2 to Pages. Young's pitch. Outside for a ball. It's 2-2.
Trying to go upstairs again, this time a little bit extra with 96. Struck him out on a 2-2 fastball upstairs, his initial at bat in this game.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners lead first and third. The pitch. And Pages chases a curveball in the dirt. I mean, that thing was not even close. And he strikes out for the second time today, leaving 2 men on base. We're through.
Here we are, Arlington, Texas. This is the Grand Slam burger. So 2 patties, brisket, caramelized onion, American cheese, ranch aioli, or ranch mayo, if you will.
Oh yeah, we're in Texas.
Yeah.
It's something that you definitely want to take a picture of and just put on the gram. I took a bite of it, but it still looks dope.
It's a burger that looks great, but also delicious.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
We have an animal on the field. Skunk City.
Oh, nobody is going near it. Look at that.
Killer skunk.
Going into the dugout. That'll empty that dugout in a hurry. Look at him go. And the cameraman. Oh, the cameraman to go.
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
Designated hitter Kobe Mayo for Baltimore leads off the top half of the third inning. 3-1 Orioles. Emmett Sheehan into the wind, and the pitch in for a strike. There you go. First pitch strike from Sheehan. Got the slider over the plate. Mayo struck out on a slider in the first. Now the 0-1. He'll look at another strike. Another slider. Right at the knees. So Sheehan ahead, 0-2. As Mayo gets ready in the right-hand batter's box, looks out. Emmett kicks and deals and throws it off the plate outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Mayo hitting 191.
Well, does he go the 4th slider in a row?
We'll find out. But why not, right? I mean, as a hitter, you got to be thinking along those lines, don't you?
Yeah, but you got to be ready for that dead red fastball, because if you're looking for anything else, you cannot speed it up.
Fastball's always the first one by you. Here's a 1-2 from Emmett Sheehan. Swing and a miss. It was the fastball, and it was the first one by him. So Mayo strikes out for the second time. 4th strikeout for Sheehan. 1 away for Baltimore in the third.
Well, friends, on this Father's Day, you can join Major League Baseball in the fight against prostate cancer by learning about prostate health and ways you can help support. So visit MLBtogether.com/Father's Day.
Colton Cowser, the center fielder, is 1 for 1 with an RBI single. Left-handed hitter takes low ball 1. One and 0. Sheehan readies himself on the hill. Turns and delivers home, and that's low and in. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Dodgers Audio Network. Two balls, no strikes to Colton Cowser. Sheehan pours one in for a strike, and Cowser wants to challenge here.
Call on the field is a strike. The batter's challenging.
Nobody on, 1 out.
And the count was 2-0.
Call's confirmed. Baltimore has 1 challenge remaining.
So that
that's just a throwaway challenge.
Yeah. Again, teams preach leverage situations, which in this case means runners on. You might have a chance to score.
Well,
but here, there's nobody on.
I think the one word that applies in challenges early in the game, team.
2-1 pitch. And that's there for a strike. I mean, yeah, it's a 2-0 count. Nobody on base. What's the point right there?
That's T-E-A-M.
That spells team. 3-1 is there for a strike at the knees. It's now 3-2. Fastball at 93 from Sheehan. There's no me in team unless you rearrange the letters.
There's no I in team either.
That is true. Now a payoff pitch as Sheehan pours it home. Ball is swung on, hit well to center field. Going back, Pages. He's at the track. Andy at the wall. He leaps. It's gone. It's a home run for Colton Cowser, his 8th of the year. Second one given up by Sheehan this afternoon. It is 4-1 Baltimore. .406 feet. Andy got to the wall where it stops at 395.
That's a fastball right down Broadway, a little elevated, but big part of the plate.
So another solo run. Now bunt attempt by Taveras. He bunts it foul, third base side. Well, as far as home runs per 9 innings go, right? I mean, Sheehan is up close to 2. I think it's like probably 1.9 right now. It was 1.7 earlier today, but he's given up 2. And a swing and a miss for strike 2. And it's tough when you're giving up 2 home runs a game.
These 14th start, he's given up 14.
And if there is a silver lining, they are both solo home runs.
We'll bring on the silver lining rapidly.
Trying to be the optimist. 0-2 to Taveras, rather. Taveras, the right fielder, waits, and he takes up high for a ball. Nope. It's now 1-2. Taveras struck out swinging on a high fastball in the first inning. Emmett winds and sends the 1-2 home, and it's cracked on the ground foul, first base side. .254, the current average for Leody Taveras. One down, base is empty. Colton Cowser, a 1-out home run. Here's the 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Start looking at the pitch count now of Sheehan. He's up to 61 pitches, and we're here in the third inning. So the bullpen's going to be used today. 2-2 offer. Swung on and popped up. Shallow center field. Pages calling for it. Glasses on, reflecting off the sun as he makes the catch for the second out of the Baltimore third inning. 2 away.
Number 23, Blaze Alexander.
Blaze Alexander popped up foul to Freddie Freeman at first in the first. Alexander drove in 2 with a double last night. Again, his last 21 games, he's had a really good 3 weeks, hitting over 400. Got his regular average up over 300. Swings at the first pitch, fouls it away. So his dad was a minor league pitcher in the Cleveland organization in the late 80s, early 90s. He had a teammate named Blaze, and he always thought that was a cool name. And when this Blaze was born, his mom had another name in mind, Cheney. And so they compromised. Cheney is his middle name, and he goes by Blaze, his first name. Dad won the argument. Ground ball up the middle and a base hit. And he has his first hit of the afternoon, a 2-out single.
Number 82, Jeremiah Jackson.
Well, the Orioles brought their hitting shoes to the ballpark today. They've got 7 hits already. And they're only through 2 2/3 innings. 2 home runs. Jeremiah Jackson popped up to Freeman to start off the second inning. He's 0 for 1. Runner at first, 2 down. Pitch, swing and a miss. Well, Texas beats San Diego again today. Rangers winning 4-3. Padres 2 over 500 now, 39 and 37. And the Dodgers currently 9.5 up on them. Let's see what happens with Arizona, as they're at home in the bottom of the 7th inning, down 3-2 to Minnesota. Pitch is in the dirt. So if Arizona loses, if San Diego loses, and the Dodgers would win today, they would have their first double-digit lead of the season in the division. A lot of things have to fall into place for that to happen today. 2-1 pitch coming to Jackson. He swings, hits a ground ball to Mookie at short, underhand toss to second. That's the force out that retires the side. 1 run on the home run by Cowser. 1 man left. 2 total hits in the inning. We're through 2.5. It's the Orioles 4, Dodgers 1.
Talk to me.
This is called a Crawford dog. Hamburger bun.
Yes.
2 split top Angus beef hot dogs griddled on the skillet, on the plancha.
Amazing.
And then we do a bacon onion jam with Crawford Bach beer.
Pick it up like a burger.
Pick it up like a burger and you just go in, man.
Let's go to town.
Yeah.
Dude. Oh, best hot dog I've ever had. Best hot dog I've ever had. I love this, man.
This is how I grew up eating hot dogs.
This time can't get it, and neither could the fan.
Boy, just when you don't wear flip-flops.
Caminero strikes out, and the bat gets a 7.5 on the distance, but it's stuck to the landing.
That's poked and that hits the umpire. The ball is in play, and it's a base hit for Frazier.
Roberto Ortiz did what he could to try to get out of the way, couldn't.
Took the wrong direction.
He just didn't know which way to go.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Freeman will lead off the Dodger half of the 3rd inning. 3-run deficit. It's Baltimore with a 4-1 lead. Freeman, Betts, and Muncy due up. It's 27-year-old right-hander Brandon Young. And Young keeps his glove on his right hip. Works out of the stretch at all times. The pitch, and Freeman takes up ball 1. Freddie had a base hit in the 1st inning. 1-0 pitch, and Freddie takes high. 2 balls and no strikes. At AM/PM, when the Dodgers steal a base at home, you score a free Dodger dog in any 16-ounce Coca-Cola. Redeem your free feast in the AM/PM app. Let's play ball. AM/PM. Too much good stuff. Next offer low. 3-0 to Freeman. Anderson playing up the middle, the shortstop. Here's the pitch, and that's down the middle for a strike. Way off the bag at 3rd, playing almost the shortstop position, is Blaze Alexander, 3rd baseman. Right side of the infield deep for Freeman. The count is 3-1 in the pitch. He swings, rolls it sharply to second on the lip of the outfield grass. Jeremiah Jackson is able to corral it and throw on to first base for the out. 4-3 the put out, 1 away. Well, after the game, the Dodgers will jet to Minneapolis. Open another interleague series tomorrow with the Twins. Eric Lauer, the lefty, will pitch 2-5 against Zebby Matthews. Matthews 3-4 for Minnesota. As I mentioned, are currently leading the Diamondbacks 3-2 in the top of the 8th inning in Phoenix. 0-1 pitch. Outside and low. 1 ball, 1 strike to Mookie. Mookie struck out looking in the first inning. Challenged the strike 3 call and lost. So each team with 1 challenge remaining for the rest of the afternoon. One ball and 1 strike. Pitch on the way. It's up high, 2-1. We were talking a little earlier about that interference play that happened in Colorado yesterday. Pirates and Rockies. By the way, the Pirates beating up Colorado 8-1 this afternoon in the 7th. But it was an interesting play because Kyle Karros was in the fielding position waiting to field a ground ball. And the runner's leg appeared to have grazed the webbing of the glove. Mookie swings, fouls it off to the right. Still 2-2. And the interesting part about it, there were 2 outs. It was in the top of the 9th. It was a 2-1 game. And the Pirates had the tying run at third, breaking for the plate on the play. Mookie swings and lobs one into short right center field. That's going to fall for a base hit. I don't think he put a full swing on it, but he didn't need it. It found grass, and he's got himself a 1-out single.
This is what the Dodgers need, base runners.
Max Muncy with an RBI opposite field single in the first inning. One on, 1 out. 4-1 Baltimore in the bottom of the 3rd. The pitch, and Muncy looks at a ball outside, a fastball. Giants lost again today. Miami beat them 2-1. And Max swings, pops this one up. First base side, battling the sun is Alonso, still battling it, but the second baseman Jackson had a better angle. He takes over and makes the catch. And the Dodgers now have 2 outs. Kyle Tucker walking up to the plate.
Number 23, Kyle Tucker.
Pretty good series between the Brewers and Braves in Atlanta, with Milwaukee winning today 9-4. 2 very competitive teams there, 2 first place teams. And Tucker swings, knocks one back to the backstop. Strike 1. How about Tampa Bay? Another 1-run game for the Rays. They win it though in Washington, or at home against Washington, 4-3. Do they play any other kind of game but 1-run games?
They play you close.
0-1 pitch. Sliced foul out of play to the left. 0-2 to Kyle Tucker. Reds beat the Yankees 4-1 in the Bronx. There's an 0-2 on the way. And that's up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A couple of other games in progress. The Athletics leading the Angels in West Sacramento 5-3. Red Sox and Mariners tied at 1, bottom of the 5th. Pitch outside and low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tucker 0 for 1. Grounded into a force out that ended the first inning. Betts leads at first. 2-2 pitch. And Tucker hits it hard to second base. Jackson has it, throws on to first. And that's the out. Another force out that retires the side for Kyle Tucker. He's 0 for 2. And the Dodgers done in the 3rd. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the 4th. It's the Orioles 4, Dodgers 1.
We have an animal on the field. Skunk City.
Oh, nobody is going near it. Look at that.
Killer skunk.
Going into the dugout. That'll empty that dugout in a hurry. Look at him go. And the cameraman. Oh, the cameraman to go.
The captain, Derek Sanderson Jeter, is one of the winningest players in Major League history. He was wearing these very batting gloves when he notched one of those most memorable hits, the 3,000th of his career.
Are we supposed to spit in them like they do the batting gloves?
No spitting. This is a non-spitting museum.
He's just the second player in history whose 3,000th hit was a home run. The first was a former teammate from the Yankees' 1996 World Series championship team. But before he began his Cooperstown-bound career, Bonds would cross paths with another future Hall of Famer. September 6, 1995, the Iron Man played his 2,000th 131st consecutive game, surpassing the unbreakable record of the Iron Horse.
Now that's how you pass the torch. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Down and away. 2 runs in the first and then single runs in the second and third. Those last 2 runs came on solo homers. Ward had one of them. And he takes a strike, and it's now 1-1. One ball, 1 strike pitch from Sheehan to Taylor Ward. Low and away. He loves that slider, but to the right-handed hitters, the ones that he's gotten over the plate have been offered at and hit. He's trying to induce swings by throwing it off the plate. 2-1 on the way now. And that is a slider, and it's low. 3-1.
Tim, what has silently also built up is the pitch count from Brandon Young. Through 3 innings, he's thrown 71 pitches.
It's surprising because you're right, it was very quietly done. 3-1 pitches, low ball 4. It's another slider away. So he kept on going, slider, 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 and none of them worked. So Ward is aboard to start the 4th inning for the Orioles. And their shortstop, left-handed hitter Gunnar Henderson now is 2 for 2. Single double this afternoon. Betts playing close to the bag at second. Freeland double play depth at second base position. And Sheehan throws another ball. This one outside. 1 ball, no strikes to Gunnar Henderson. Stretch. And the pitch. Missed outside again, this time with a changeup. And that up to 76 pitches. Dodgers are trying to get as much as they can out of Sheehan today. Two-0 swung on and grounded foul past first off the far end of the dugout. Got some news on Will Smith today from Dave Roberts. Dodger catcher who's been on the injured list. Here's a 2-1 now to Henderson. And he swings and pops it up. Shortstop Betts out on the grass. And just beyond the infield play, he'll make the catch for the first out of the Oriole 4th. But Will Smith is not going to be traveling with the Dodgers on this 3-city road trip. They're going to leave him back here to get ready. They expect him to perhaps start some baseball activities next week or sometime this week because it's Sunday, but during the week. And he will not join the team on the road trip. He is eligible to come off the IL. He was eligible on Friday, but he wasn't ready to come off the neck issue that he is having. First baseman Pete Alonso. 1 ball, no strike count pitch. Now it's 2-0, the ball in the dirt. But they want to make sure Will is 100% when he comes back. He's ready to go. And then after he does the baseball activities, by the time the team gets back here, after the road trip to start July against San Diego and Colorado, they figure he's going to have to go out on some sort of a rehab situation, get some at-bats. 2-0 is high, and it's 3-0 to Alonso.
Someone asked me the other day, said constantly, and looking at first base coach Jason Bourgeois, first base coach nowadays after every pitch, walk over, talk to the runners at first base, and most of them get into fair territory, which they should not be allowed to do.
3-0. That one just barely missed. A little bit outside with a slider, and he's walked Alonso. 2 walks in the inning for Sheehan, and the Orioles have runners at first and second with 1 out.
And why should first base coaches or third base coaches, for that matter, not be standing in fair territory? Bourgeois is not right now, but we see a lot of them that do, and the reason is the ball is in play. And if a throw goes over and hits the coach, should not be. So someone asked me the other day, said, well, why does the first base coach go over and talk to the runner after every pitch? I just looked at him and said, they're lonely.
It's a little more than that, but partially. But you can see from where we sit here. I mean, Dodger Stadium's grass is pristine, right?
Yeah, except for you can
see the path.
You can see the path
that the first base coaches take, whether they backpedal or not. I think Sheehan's coming out of the ball game. Dave Roberts is making a trip out to the mound. Chucky Robinson had gone out to stall. Jack Dreyer had a very quick warm-up in the bullpen. So after the second walk of the inning, Emmett Sheehan's afternoon is done after just 3 1/3 innings. So the right-hander comes out, and the lefty
That's an owl, in case you're wondering. That's one of the few fans that looks at Canseco and says, "Who?" What are they going to do? Expecting to pick up a baseball? Oh, poor baby.
You know, I did read it a year ago.
Yes.
Canseco absolutely loves animals.
Derwood Merrill.
What a way, Derwood.
Leave a little opening at the top, guys.
They say it's a game of numbers. Pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Mi trabajo es sencillo, cachar ese ritmo que solo nuestra gente tira y regarlo por toda la temporada. Flow mayor is where all those rhythms meet. Porque el flow no es de un solo jugador, es de un corillo entero que prende estadio. De San Diego a Santo Domingo y cada parada en el camino. Cuando estamos activos, la liga sube de nivel. Esto es Flow Mayor.
This is how we're reimagining recycling, California. And it all starts right here. To learn more, visit recyclingreimaginedca.com.
This pitching change is brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Jack Dreyer comes in. And it's Sheehan 3 1/3 innings. Dreyer makes his 30th appearance. 2 on, 1 out, 4-1 Orioles. And the batter is the catcher, Basayo. Samuel Basayo takes ball 1. And Sheehan 8 hits to the moment, 4 earned runs allowed, 2 home runs given up. He's responsible for both base runners currently. 3 walks and 4 strikeouts. Pitch to Basayo is a slider cut on and missed. Sheehan with 82 pitches, 47 of the 82 for strikes.
It's a very low percentage.
Here's a 1-1 now from Jack Dreyer. He throws the slider in the dirt, blocked by Chucky Robinson. 2 balls and a strike. Well, I think Dave had seen enough after the walk to Alonso. Sheehan just didn't have it today. That happens to pitchers every now and again. No matter how good you are or however you've been doing. Pitch cut on, foul, tipped into the mitt for a strike, and it's 2-2. Isn't it strange, though, the way a pitcher's existence can be? Can have a great bullpen come out, get shelled. Strike 3 call, a fastball, and down on strikes is Basayo. So out of the bullpen, Dreyer, and he strikes out his first man looking.
And the heater at 95 after 3 sliders in a row.
How many times you heard a pitcher say, I didn't feel good in the bullpen, and he goes out and throws a shutout?
Well, one in particular.
It was Kobe Mayo, the DH. He struck out twice. 2 on, 2 out for the Orioles. And the slider in the dirt.
I have to find it. The date. It was just the anniversary just a few days ago. That Carl Erskine threw a no-hitter. And before the game, he told the manager, I don't know if I can physically even pitch. He was sick.
0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Curveball.
And he made the other team sick the way he threw.
Yeah, I guess.
A no-hitter.
Think of the one game where Roger Clemens arrived late due to traffic. Got out in the bullpen, said he felt horrible. Went out and struck out 20. Seattle Mariners. Here's an 0-2. And that almost hit him on the foot. Mayo
there's been
walks
a few
away
pitchers
from
over the years that have arrived late. Was it Perez with the Atlanta Braves? Got lost, could not find the ballpark until after the game had started.
Yeah.
Said he got turned around on one of the interstates, and they had a jacket that they put the number of the interstate on it.
1-2 pitch. And that's a curveball in the dirt. You mentioned Carl Erskine. Well, Chase McDermott, who was called up yesterday, is in the Dodger bullpen. They are both from Anderson, Indiana. How about that?
Carl Erskine, who went on to become president of a bank.
2 on, 2 out, a 2-2. Swung on, hard hit, foul past third.
Carl in the fantasy camps play the harmonica, including the national anthem with the harmonica.
Two and 2 pitch coming from Jack Dreyer. The lefty stretches, now throws, and he throws inside and low. It's 3-2.
Talk about pitchers arriving late. My rookie year, there was a pitcher, it was a doubleheader. He thought he was pitching the second game.
Surprise.
Oops.
Tag, you're it. Runners will go, and there's 3-2 pitch from Dreyer. And it is low ball 4, and the bases are full of Orioles. Third walk of the inning, first from Dreyer. That'll push Taylor Ward over to third base, Pete Alonso to second. And Colton Cowser, who homered his last time up, singled his first time up, is coming to the plate. So an important exchange here from Dreyer to Cowser. 4-1 Orioles up.
Dreyer had to back off because the pitch clock was going to get him.
Runners lead first, second, and third. Cowser, left-handed hitter. Outside target set. That's where it goes. Outside and low with a slider for ball 1. One ball and no strikes. stretch and the 1-0 pitch. It's high and it's 2-0, and Dreyer, who can't afford to fall behind here, is. Taylor Ward at third and Pete Alonso at second. Both belong to Sheehan. And here's a 2-0. That is swung on and fouled away to the left, out of play. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two and 1. Cowser with his Father's Day blue bat draws it back. 2-1 pitch from Dreyer. Swing and a miss. High slider inside, and he had some bad intentions with that swing, but he missed it.
Yeah, the count would have gone to 3-1. I'll see if Dreyer can close it out.
2 balls, 2 strikes on Colton Cowser. Dreyer ready. And the Dodger left-hander sends this pitch to the plate. And this pitch sent right back up the middle. A base hit. Ward will score. Here comes Alonso around third. The throw from Pages, not in time. It was a good throw. Robinson didn't get the tag down. And it's a 2-out, 2-strike, 2-run single for Colton Cowser. He's 3 for 3, and the Orioles now lead it 6-1.
For the Orioles, they've just been given too many opportunities, and they've taken advantage of it to this particular point. 2 strikes, and that's a slider. Is right down the middle.
So Emmett Sheehan is going to be charged with all 6 earned runs. And that closes the book on his afternoon. One that he'd like to flush. First and second with Mayo over there at second, and Leody Taveras, the switch hitter, turns around to bat right-handed and takes ball 1. Five-run deficit now in the 4th inning. Pitch up high, 2-0. Dodgers get Edgardo Henriquez up in the bullpen, a right-hander. And the issue here is throwing strikes, and when they are throwing strikes, they're getting hit. 2-0, curveball. That one's a strike. Two and 1. Now the pitch coming from Dreyer to Taveras. And he throws him a fastball low, about ankle high, and it's 3-1.
And Dreyer about to make his 21st pitch.
And he came in with 1 out.
I think that is 22nd pitch coming up.
3-1. Strike called and a challenge by Taveras.
Call the field is a strike. The batter's challenging.
Taveras already taking off some of his equipment. Elbow pad.
Well, that's because he's got to go back to the dugout.
Baltimore's out of challenges.
Let's put it back on.
Yeah, there it is, strike 2. So now that burns both challenges that the Orioles have for the rest of the day. And the count is full. Runners will go. 3-2 pitch from Dreyer to Taveras. Swing and a miss. Ball in the dirt. Gets away from Robinson. He picks it up front of the home plate circle. Throws it down to Freeman. And strikeout. 2-3 the putout. 2 runs. 1 hit, 2 left, and at the end of 3.5, it's the Orioles 6, Dodgers 1.
Yeah, I love that speed.
Breaking ball lined into the gap in right center and in for a hit.
And that was a botch of what should have been a single.
He sure was.
Went right off the heel of Teoscar Hernandez's glove when he boxed it.
I mean, Torkelson threw a BB overhand. He couldn't catch it.
How about that? First ball to the rookie making his major league debut. He loses it in the sun.
You know, sitting beside Mike in the clubhouse, he's
He's a huge card guy. Just watching him go through boxes and boxes of cards, I kind of got a little bit of the edge. You rip a pack and you just kind of get what you get and see what you see.
Yeah, so see what we got. Jose Ramirez.
Ready Peralta.
Look at this one here, Joe. This is...
Oh yeah, keep that off to the side right there. Man, you're gonna rock, paper, scissors.
Surely it's him.
1 of 25, Andrew McCutcheon. This is absolutely beautiful. That is fantastic.
They say it's a game of numbers. Pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Mi trabajo es sencillo, cachar ese ritmo que solo nuestra gente tira y regarlo por toda la temporada. Flow mayor is where all those rhythms meet. Porque el flow no es de un solo jugador, es de un corillo entero que prende estadio. De San Diego a Santo Domingo y cada parada en el camino. Cuando estamos activos, la liga sube de nivel. Esto es Flow Mayor.
Well, the Dodgers have a hill to climb now. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Ryan Ward will lead off. It'll be the bottom of the order for the Dodgers. Alex Freeland on deck. Chucky Robinson to follow. Brandon Young delivers a strike. Starts off Ward with a fastball. Ryan flied to right field his first time up. 0 for 1 out of Millbury, Massachusetts. And he will look at a pitch low for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. 73 pitches for Young, so as far as this outing is concerned, it's getting a little long in the tooth. Nobody up for the Orioles, but this time of the game, some people will be moving around. Ward slaps one foul out of play, third base side, first row of the load. And it's 1-2 to Ward. Ward's average at .234. Brandon Young set to deliver. And the pitch cut on and missed for strike 3, a splitter. Ward strikes out. He's 0 for 2.
Well, friends, celebrate America's 250th anniversary. Saturday, July 4th, the Dodgers will entertain the Padres. They come up from San Diego. 7:10 start, by the way. First 40,000 fans in attendance will take home a commemorative 250th coin presented by Budweiser. After the game, 4th of July fireworks. Come out and join us. Dodgers.com/promotions.
Strike called to Alex Freeland. Freeland hitting from the left side against the right-hander Young. He walked and was stranded at third in the second inning. Swings, hits a ground ball toward the middle, right side of second base. It is gloved by Jackson. He'll throw on to first for the out. 2 gone. And bottom of the 4th, presented by Uniqlo Field at Dodger Stadium. Visit uniqlo.com/US. How about what the folks at Uniqlo giving out today at Uniqlo Field at Dodger Stadium on this Father's Day? A great shirt, the Day Wear shirt. A clear Dodger bag, great stuff from Uniqlo.
You can model it on the plane.
I'm going to bring it on the plane. I mean, if you want me to model it, I will, but maybe not on the plane. Here's a pitch to Chucky Robinson.
What,
there
here?
for a strike. Huh?
Here?
No, not now.
Bus?
No, we're busy. Maybe the bus.
Bus to the airport.
Yeah, we're less busy on the bus.
Yeah.
2 pitch. And Chucky takes it high. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
There'll be some photos taken of that one.
Well, I've just rescinded my offer.
Well, it's the perfect bag.
It's great, isn't it? And Chucky swings and fouls it back, and that'll be out of play. Well, it's the kind of clear bag that you can bring to any stadium.
And you look around the stadium, and it's a sea of white, which is the shirt that they have provided.
Right.
It's a good look.
Now a 1-2 pitch. It's inside. Threw him a curveball. Chucky flinched briefly. Robinson taps the near edge of home plate with the end of his bat, brings it back behind him. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swung on, fouled, and dropped by Basayo, the catcher. There's a store near where both you and I lived during the season.
Yes.
Walking distance. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on, ground ball, foul past third.
Yep.
The one on 7th and 5th.
Right on 7th Street.
Yeah. 7th and Figueroa.
Big score, too.
Yep. Two and 2 to Chucky Robinson. He swings, hits it hard on the ground to short, backing up Henderson, grabs it, throws on to first for the out. And the Dodgers go down in order in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Top of the 5th coming up. It's the Orioles 6, Dodgers 1.
Toyota's We Make It Easy sales event is here to keep your summer moving. Get great.
How do you go from a triple play to a two-way star through a bracelet and a babe? Find out on Hall of Fame Connections.
This story starts way back in the early 20th century.
We have a couple things out here for the first acknowledged unassisted triple play. And Cy Young said, Neil, where you go? And he said, 3 outs.
Neil Ball had a fairly short career as a big leaguer, but continued playing in the minors, where he encountered true baseball royalty.
Now we're going to connect to Babe Ruth.
He dominated the game like no one else had before, both across the country and around the world.
I'm holding Babe Ruth's back.
During a 1934 baseball barnstorming tour of Japan, Ruth faced 17-year-old pitcher Eiji Sawamura. Sawamura became a hero in Japan, and the Nippon Professional Baseball League's version of the Cy Young Award bears his name. Maeda won the award in 2010 and again in 2015, when the runner-up was Shohei Ohtani.
First pitch crushing! Oh, man!
Like the 3 outs of a triple play. It all connects.
Catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv and discover your own connections to the game at baseballhall.org.
The pitcher for the Dodgers as we start the 5th inning. 6-1 Orioles in front. It is Edgardo Enriquez taking over. Flame-throwing right-hander. Threw a couple of pitches last night, over 102 miles an hour. He'll make his 28th appearance, 2-0 record. 196 average against. 30 strikeouts in 28 2/3 innings pitched, as he ended up striking out 2 more in last night's game. This pitching change brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your 15-minute drive-through oil change with locations throughout Southern California. It'll be 8-9-1 up for the Orioles in the 5th. Blaze Alexander 1 for 2, singled his last time in the 3rd. 305 average. Enriquez, first base side of the rubber, fires one home. That's a 2-seamer at 100. That's his introductory fastball. Well, 0-1. No balls and 1 strike to Blaze Alexander. Alexander looking out. And Enriquez fires. Check swing and a ball inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. That one 101.5. I guess we could take that up to 102. But no question the velocity is just ferocious. 1-1 pitch. That swung on, hit in the air to right. Kyle Tucker drifting over to his glove side. Glasses on, looking up into the bright blue sky. Makes the catch for the first out of the 5th inning. Jeremiah Jackson, the second baseman, now up. Jackson today is 0 for 2. Grounded into a force out that ended the third and popped up to Freddie Freeman at first in the second inning. Pitch to Jackson. He swings at a 102-mile-an-hour fastball. Well, never mind seeing it. How about hearing a 102-mile-an-hour fastball? The hiss of it just cutting through the air has to be more noticeable than probably the ball itself. 0-1 pitch. That's outside.
It produces a hissing sound, but only for an instant.
And a 1-1 pitch. And that is swung on and hit up in the air to shallow right center field. Shallow right center field. Freeman goes out. Tucker comes in, calls him off, makes the catch for out number 2. So what kind of challenge is it, not only for the catcher, but for the umpire, too? Because you've got to pick the ball up out of the hand, just like the hitter does, so you can see it and do what you're supposed to do as a catcher, catch it, and as an umpire, call it a ball or a strike. But it's also challenging for those two guys. We often talk about how hard it is on the hitter, but the other two guys around the plate have a challenge also. And Taylor Ward, who has scored 3 of the 6 runs, is up.
First time I faced Doc Gooden. First pitch he threw was a called strike. Harry Wendelstedt was the home plate umpire.
1-0 pitch. That is fisted down the right field side, twisting foul.
So the first pitch from Dwight Gooden that I ever saw, and we'd heard about him. A strike called on a fastball. I heard that hissing sound for an instant. I turned back to look at Harry. He goes, "Oh, no, you're not going to complain on that one." I said, "Harry, that ball sounded high." He laughed. It was still strike 1.
1-1 pitch is low, 2-1. Maybe the umpires wouldn't admit it, but I'll bet there was a few umpires who might have called a strike on sound. A few pitchers, Doc Gooden included. Checks. Wasn't it Doug Harvey who told you that was like 2/8 outside or something like that?
During the World Series.
Yeah.
During the World Series against the Yankees. It was here. Afternoon game. And they went, Bob Lemon was the manager, went out to make the pitching change. And the pitcher says, I pitched him Monday, says, Doug Harvey told me it's 3/8 of an inch outside.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3 on a fastball that registered 103 miles per hour. Wow. 1, 2, 3 go.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Oppo Taco.
I'm going to guess it's an opposite field, upper deck, maybe something like a...
Yeah, home run to the opposite field.
Yeah.
You got it.
This is a good one, a hack.
I don't know. I mean, is it the same as like the layman's term hack, like a bad chef?
You've guessed correctly.
Okay.
Someone's a hack, someone that's just nailing it in.
Yeah.
They're not putting their heart into it.
We're in Wrigley Field, Chicago, and this is the Pirate Trio, even though there's more than 3. Okay, guys? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
The weather outside is frightful, and I am so delightful. I don't want to play, so let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Los Angeles Dodgers and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Day Sunday, also the summer solstice. And Shohei Ohtani in the bottom of the fifth takes the first pitch for a strike. 6-1, Orioles with the lead. Brandon Young throws 87th pitch of the ball game, and Ohtani hits it down to first. Alonso one-hands it. He'll step on the bag. And there's one away for the Dodgers in the fifth.
Well, looking ahead, join the Dodgers any day, but how about Paradise? Tuesday, July 7th. That's when they face the Rockies. 7:10 start. Special ticket pack, and you get an exclusive Dodgers Hawaiian shirt presented by King's Hawaiian. For tickets and information, Dodgers.com/promotions.
Pitch to Andy Pages, called a strike. Young delivered a slider over the plate. Throws a lot of fastballs, but his average fastball velocity over the last year has ticked up about a mile per hour. Another strike delivered, taken by Pages, this time on a splitter.
A good time for the Dodgers to wake up the bats. They have overslept.
And the 0-2. Well, swung on, hit in the air to right. Shallow and toward the line, and it's going to drop in for a hit and bounce toward the wall. Pages going for second, and he slides in safely with a double.
Well, you have to start somewhere. Why not right here?
18th double of the season for Andy Pages. And that play right in front of him, and he knew when he was heading down the first baseline that that ball was going to land and probably kick to the right, which it did. He just bolted for second base. So the Dodgers now with a runner in scoring position. And one man out for Freddie Freeman. A good part of the order up for the Dodgers here. Freeman 1 for 2. And he swings and ropes one foul past the first base dugout for strike one. Freddie in the month of June, 4 home runs, 11 runs batted in. And he's hitting .275. Next offer is a curveball that lands outside and low. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Grant Wolfram is warming up. Pitched the third of an inning last night. Warmed up on Friday, never got in. And a 1-1. And Freeman swings through a fastball. Ball and 2 strikes to Freddie Freeman. One and 2 to Freeman. Pages off of second base. The pitch. Swung on, slow ground ball hit. It is dropped briefly, but picked up and backhanded to first by the pitcher Young. In time to get Freeman with Pages advancing to third. 2 outs, runner at third. Mookie Betts up. Mookie's 1 for 2. That's gone final in Arizona. The Twins defeat the Diamondbacks 4-2. Diamondbacks now 1 game over 500, 39 and 38. And Mookie swings, hits a drive to center field. It's going to hang up. Cowser, several feet in front of the warning track, makes the catch. And the Dodgers are done in the fifth. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. And after 5 full, it's the Orioles 6, Dodgers 1.
I'm Jonathan Mayer, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
Baldwin has been the impact player today offensively for the Braves, and now he hits one high in the air to left center field. Clark surveying. He leaps! He got it! Denzel Clark, his first home run robbery of the year, comes in Atlanta. That's why he's out there. A Superman catch from Clark.
And he tracks it the entire way. Times his leap like he's been playing center field here at Truist Park for 10 years.
I feel like food and sharing a meal with someone is a universal language. You can't go to a ballpark and not have a nice hot dog. So if I'm at the ballpark, I'm gonna get a nice heavy glizzy. You gotta have chili on there, you gotta have cheese. If your hot dog isn't bending in the middle because it's like about to fall apart, then you're not doing it right. So you gotta have a glizzy and then something cold, whatever it is, beer, lemonade. You gotta have something cold to wash that hot dog down with.
For the Dodgers as we start the 6th inning, Jonathan Hernandez is on the hill. Edgardo Henriquez went 1 inning with 1 strikeout. His last strikeout pitch was 103 miles an hour. And for Hernandez, this is his 10th appearance. No decisions, 4.61 the ERA. Opposition hitting just 180 against him. 11 strikeouts in 13 2/3 innings. So for the bullpen for the Dodgers now, it becomes how many arms can cover how many innings the rest of the way. Since the starter today, Emmett Sheehan, only went 3 1/3. Ground ball right side, fielded deeply by Freddie Freeman on the outfield grass. Throws a strike to Hernandez covering at first base for the out. And Gunnar Henderson is out 3-1 the hard way.
First baseman, 25.
Pete Alonso the batter. Alonso's been on base 3 times. He doesn't have a hit. He's walked twice and reached on the fielder's choice. Alonso hit a home run here Friday night in the opener. Dodgers came back and won that game. There's a pitch, and it's in for a strike. Dodgers almost came back last night. They were so close. Didn't do anything for 8 innings. Finally scored a couple in the 9th. Were ready to tie it up, and just didn't work out last night. And Alonso hits one the other way. A little bloop single into right center for a base hit. And the Orioles have put a pretty solid down payment on this one today. But still plenty of time to come back, and if the Dodgers can get into the Oriole bullpen and take advantage, you never know. Sam Basayo, the catcher. 1 for 3, struck out twice. Takes low and away ball 1. Well, they're finished in Colorado. Pittsburgh wins it 8-6. It was 8-1 at one point. The Rockies come up short. Texas beat the Padres 4-3 today. Toronto and the Cubs rained out. They're postponed. They'll make that game up in early August. 1-1 pitch. That's outside to Basayo. Now the count 2-1. Houston, a 2-1 winner over Cleveland today. Miami beat the Giants 2-1. 2-1 pitch is low. Check swing by Basayo, and the count 3-1.
So unless the Dodgers come back, it'll be a clean sweep against the National League Western Division teams.
3-1 in for a strike on the inside corner. Basayo doesn't like it, but still a strike. 3-2. And if that were the case, the Dodgers really wouldn't lose any ground. They started at 9 ahead of the Padres today. The Padres lost, so it's 9.5 currently. Pitch in the dirt, ball 4. We'll pause 10 seconds for our stations to identify themselves on the back-to-back world champion Los Angeles Dodgers audio network. Kobe Mayo, designated hitter, 0 for 2 with a walk. 2 on and 1 out for Baltimore. Pitch from Hernandez. Fastball outside. Dreyer, Enriquez, and Hernandez have been used. Chase McDermott has not been used since he's been called up, and chances are this is the type of game he'd get into today. McDermott called up yesterday when Trinan went on the injured list. Trinan pitched Friday, said he felt fine, but the next day had problems bending his elbow. 2-0 pitch. Popped up. That is back of home plate. Chucky Robinson sheds the catcher's mask, and right where he crouches, he makes the catch. He didn't have to move very much. I mean, you want to talk about a ball that was popped straight up? That was it. 2 men out.
That's the old adage, home run in a phone booth. Yeah, good luck finding a phone booth these days.
You know, remember when they used to take infield all the time, and the last thing the coach with the fungo would do is hit the pop up to the catcher? They would. That's what they were aspiring to do, is hit the ball just like that. Some guys were better at it than others. Strike to Cowser. Dodgers have not figured a way to get Cowser out. He's got 4 runs batted in today. 2 singles and a home run.
Well, I have a suggestion. Don't throw the ball down the middle.
Hernandez throws it inside, backs him up, moves his feet. They make him a little uncomfortable in the batter's box, too. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs, 2 on the pitch. Swing and a miss. Good slider. Never came all the way back over. Cowser thought it was headed in that direction and mistimed it. 1-2. Alonso leads at second. Basayo at first. 1-2 pitch. That is poked in the air, shallow center. Andy Pages running in. He's got plenty of room. Makes the catch. And the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left. No Dodger errors. Through 5.5 at Uniqlo Field at Dodger Stadium. It's the Orioles 6, Dodgers 1.
Escape the confine. And there's a shot into left field. Stanton on his way around to score. The Yankees are on the board. First, it's 1-0 New York. Bouncer headed up the middle, and that's going to get through and drive in a couple of runs. Cranked up and sent into the right center field gap. McMahon's going to score easily. They're going to wave Wills around. Plays to third. 5-0 New York. Another one head for no man's land, but Harrison Bader read it well. Former Gold Glover comes up to make a very nice catch for the guy they call Big G, who has driven in a run with the 3rd straight hit to open the 5th inning. Chopper for Jazz, hot shot, and he makes the catch. That got on there on a line, and he's telling Jose Caballero, did you see that? I could watch Jazz Chisholm play. I mean, he plays with such joy. Only David Cohn, Ron Guidry, and Mel Stottlemyre had opening day starts of 6+ innings with 2 or fewer hits and no runs allowed.
Garrett Mitchell leads off. Hunter Gaddis is on the mound for the Guardians. As Mitchell sends one deep right center. Goodbye! The Brewers back in front with 1 swing of the bat. A frozen rope out of here.
You said it, B.A. That was an absolutely driven baseball. A frozen rope, 440-foot line drive to right field to put the Brewers up by a run.
For Baltimore, as he has taken a seat, and Grant Wolfram will take over. Left-handed reliever, second pitcher used by the Orioles this afternoon. 6-1 the score. 6 runs on 10 hits for Baltimore. 1 run on 5 hits for the Dodgers on this Father's Day afternoon. Max Muncy will lead off against Wolfram. And the first pitch. Swung on, lifted in the air behind the shortstop position. Gunnar Henderson out in short left field makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 away. Kyle Tucker on his way up. 27th appearance for Wolfram. 1-1 the record, 4.12 the ERA. 24 strikeouts in 19 2/3 innings pitched. It's one thing you always look for in relievers. They've got more strikeouts than innings pitched. That's always a good number. Pitch to Tucker. Lays off the breaking ball outside. Tucker 0 for 2. He's grounded into 2 force outs today. Starting pitcher for the Orioles, Brandon Young, went 5 innings, allowed 5 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, and threw 95 pitches. And Tucker hits a sharp ground ball down to first. That is fielded by Alonso, who'll run to the bag and step on it for the out. 3 unassisted. 2 down quickly. And hitting for Ryan Ward will be Alex Call. Then Call will stay in and go to left field. Call hitting in the 300s. He's been as far as a pinch hitter goes, 253 overall. Still searching for his first home run of the season. The Dodgers batting here in the bottom of the 6th, trailing by 5 runs. Pitch to Call. He takes a strike. Call using a light blue bat today.
He's handed also a lot of defense in left field.
He's played well there. Wolfram, the lefty, third base side of the rubber, delivers. And Call swings and misses at strike 2. Four-seamer at 94. Wolfram stretching out his right arm. Just went to his mouth while he's on the rubber. You see that? And nobody said anything. There's nobody on base anyway. Now an 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled back. No balls and 2 strikes. Home's been a good place for the Dodgers this year. They've won 13 of the last 16 here, but struggling to find hits and runs this afternoon. Pitch from Wolfram. That one is swung on and sliced toward the right center field gap. Cowser over there, the center fielder. He makes the catch in the alley for the out. And the Dodgers go quietly in the bottom of the 6th. 1, 2, 3. We go to the 7th. Orioles 6, Dodgers 1.
We have a couple things out here for the first acknowledged unassisted triple play. And Cy Young said, "Neil, where are you going?" He said, 3 outs.
Neil Ball had a fairly short career as a big leaguer, but continued playing in the minors, where he encountered true baseball royalty.
Now we're going to connect to Babe Ruth.
He dominated the game like no one else had before.
I'm holding Babe Ruth's bat.
During a 1934 baseball barnstorming tour of Japan, Ruth faced 17-year-old pitcher Eiji Sawamura. Sawamura became a hero in Japan, and the Nippon Professional Baseball League's version of the Cy Young Award bears his name. Maeda won the award in 2010 and again in 2015, when the runner-up was Shohei Ohtani.
First pitch crushing! Oh, man!
Like the 3 outs of a triple play. It all connects.
Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Yuli Taveras leads off, switch hitter running left-handed as Jonathan Hernandez stays in to pitch a second inning for the Dodgers. 6-1 Orioles. Muncy in on the grass at third, and the pitch off the plate outside, ball one. Alex Call stays in the game playing left field. Betts shading the middle. Right side of the infield deep for the left-handed hitter, who was 0 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts. And a strike delivered there, a fastball from Hernandez. Now, the Orioles are considered an underachiever this year and last, but prior to that, they've been a playoff team. Pitch down low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Last year, 75-87. They finished in last place in the American League East. Left a lot of people in their front office, in their fan base, scratching their heads. Pretty talented young core of players. And a strike called. This year, they went out and signed one of the best free agents available in the offseason to take over first base in Pete Alonso. But they're still underwater, 36-42. Pitch downstairs and low and inside. Count goes to 3-2.
A lot of people forget they were in postseason 2023 and 24.
24, they finished 20 games above 500. They were the #1 wild card in the American League. Pitch outside corner, got him looking. Called strike 3. Pinpoint location of the slider for Hernandez, and Taveras is out. Struck out for the 3rd time today.
Third baseman number 23, Blaze Alexander.
And then, of course, in 2023, the Orioles had 100 wins, 101. 101-61. They were the champions of the American League East. And trying to find a way to get back there. It's a tough division with the Yankees and Tampa Bay, Toronto. This ball hit into the right center field alley. That's going to bounce and be cut off by Andy Pages, who fires it into second base. And in with a double is Blaze Alexander. Second hit of the afternoon for Alexander.
Second base number 82, Jeremiah Jackson.
Shakey's Pizza Parlor, the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game day, it's group day at Shakey's.com. Jeremiah Jackson 0 for 3. Right-handed hitting second baseman. Runner at second, 1 out. Pitch from Hernandez. Sinker in there for a strike. Baltimore's had a great legacy of baseball in its history. There's a line drive to the right field corner. It's going to bounce off the wall. Around third is Alexander. He'll score. Taking his place at second with a double is Jackson. It's now 7-1 Orioles. Back-to-back doubles allowed by Hernandez.
Quick way to get runs.
Number 3, Taylor Ward.
Well, Taylor Ward's had a pretty good day. He's back up. Top of the 7th inning, another run in for Baltimore. Dodgers just can't solve the O's today. It has not been the Dodgers' afternoon. 12 hits for Baltimore. Now a 1-0 pitch. And a strike called.
This is for the O's. Their 12th at bat with a runner in scoring position this afternoon. The Dodgers are half of that, 6.
1-1 pitch. Inside to Ward. 2-1. When you think of the Orioles, you go back and think about their fiery manager from years ago, Earl Weaver, who would put on a clinic when You used to see managers argue with the umpires. Don't see that much anymore.
There's not much to argue about anymore.
Well, they don't let you argue balls and strikes. They don't let you argue anything from a replay challenge. Strike called, slider in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. But Earl Weaver, he went toe-to-toe and face-to-face and nose-to-nose with the best umpires out there. And a 2-2 pitch. And that's low and away.
Yeah, everybody thinks of Earl Weaver constantly being ejected from games. Not constantly, but a lot. But the number, it was Bobby Cox that was ejected the highest number of times by a major league manager in his brilliant career.
He got ejected enough times to cover a full season.
Well, exactly. Of course, managed for a long time.
3-2, knee high, strike 3 with a 2-seam fastball. And Ward goes down on strikes for the second time. Well, one of their great pitchers, Hall of Famers, just down the hall today, Jim Palmer, still doing television for the Orioles. We just saw another one of the really good Orioles pitchers, won a Cy Young in '82 with the Orioles, and Steve Stone, he does TV for the White Sox. But they had a really good rotation at one point. 420 game winners at one point. Mike Cuellar was one.
Dave McNally.
There we go. 1-0 pitch. And that is outside.
Pat Dobson was in that group.
Two ball, no strike pitch. Coming to Gunnar Henderson. And the shortstop backs up from the inside throw. It's 3-0. Well, you think about defense in the infield, starts and ends with Brooks Robinson at third base. Mark Belanger was good too. Actually, they're going to walk him here and create a forced play with 2 outs. So Henderson will be intentionally walked. So, you know, they were really good players over the years with Baltimore. We'll go up and down the list. Pitch swung on and missed by Pete Alonso. He's been on base 4 times. He is 1 for 2. There's a 0-1 pitch. That's outside. 1-1. You must have played. Yeah, you played with Kansas City. You probably played with played in the old Memorial Stadium.
Yep. Davey Johnson at second. The guy first base wasn't too bad either. Boog Powell. Andy Etchebarren was catcher primarily.
1-1 swung on, hit well to right field. Going back is Tucker. He looks up, and Pete Alonso has hit it out. A 3-run home run, and the route is on this afternoon in L.A. Home run number 18 for Alonso. And the Orioles are just pounding the Dodgers today. It is 10-1. Dave Roberts coming out to get a pitching change. The Orioles 10 and the Dodgers 1.
Experience game-changing speeds with Spectrum. Get fast, reliable, fiber-powered internet to cover all your bases, from streaming, working, to everything else. And with Spectrum Mobile running on America's fastest 5G network, you can...
Leading off against the lefty Brandon Williamson is O'Neal Cruz here.
Oh my.
Fly ball, right center field, and O'Neal Cruz with his first Cruz missile of the year. Off the lefty, Brandon Williamson. Cruz crushes it. Pirates get the run back. They lead 6-1.
That's a beautiful thing. You ride it out for times just like that. It's just a special talent. It comes together like that, and you're very thankful because he can change the scoreboard.
6 scoreless tonight for Zach Wheeler.
Gave up a couple of hits, struck out 9.
Just a dominant performance. Walked a few, didn't have his best stuff, but shut him down for 6 innings.
At the wall, he leaps and makes the catch! No! He did it again! Merrill Robs a home run. Timed the leap and brought it back.
Now that is an exciting baseball play right there.
Did he do it again? Yes, he did!
How about that? Colt Keith has a 3-homer game.
Houston is Colts Town tonight.
The calendar says it's June 15th, but tonight it's May 3.
That's a shutout for Dustin May. Light up the night as the Cardinals celebrate a great pitching performance.
Well, he's done it backwards. Homer triple-double. I've never seen that before.
He has done it. Pete Crow Armstrong has hit for the cycle. Listen to these fans.
His world, and we're living in it.
Out a man, but that's been about it. Bases are clear, 2 men out after the 3-run home run by Pete Alonso, his 18th of the year, and he's starting to catch up to Andy Pages in terms of RBIs. He now has 52. And the first pitch from McDermott was not a strike. Pitch was not even close. McDermott again recalled prior to last night's game. And Blake Treinen went on the injured list. He was an Oriole. Dodgers got him on the 16th of April from Baltimore in exchange for minor league pitcher Axel Perez. Made 17 appearances in AAA for Oklahoma City. Comes in a 10-1 ball game, and Basayo swing and a miss. This is the first time the Orioles have ever put double-digit runs against the Dodgers. They've played 27 times, and the first time they've had 10 or more runs. Strike called. 2 strikes now. 2-2 on Basayo. Basayo, 22 years old, but you know, when we watch him this weekend, Mo, every time there's a called strike, it's like the way he reacts is not what Baltimore
called
wants
strike,
to see.
you hear violin music.
Yeah, he's like, no, come on, all that stuff. It's not going to change the call unless you challenge it, but they don't have any left. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Basayo. And McDermott will throw, and swung on, fouled back.
McDermott, originally 4th-round pick by the Houston Astros.
Debuted as a major leaguer with Baltimore July 24th, 2024. It was against Miami. Made a start in that game. And Basayo lifts this ball in the air to left field. Backing up a couple of steps and stopping is Alex Call. He'll make the catch. And that's the inning. 4 runs in, a 3-run homer by Pete Alonso. Stretch time, middle of the 7th. It's the Orioles 10 and the Dodgers 1.
Got to get yourself ready.
Yes, there are hugs, and then there's that.
Now, what is that?
What is the purpose of that?
It's an anemometer. It measures wind speed.
So that's good.
But it looks like a fidget spinner.
Meanwhile, on the Cove, it just looks like too much fun.
It was so routine, he took his eye off.
You got to come up with this play. You got to. You're right there. You had 2 hands. He looked it in. Oh.
Stabbing grab Arroyo, nicely done. More tremendous defense in this series from Nasim Nunez.
Jake Myers, what a catch!
Looks like he's played there for years. Not too shabby, young man. 2 Gold Star plays.
Back-to-back web gems.
Beautiful thing on both sides of the infield now here for the Braves.
Back to the warning track and makes the catch up against the wall.
It is caught by Davis Schneider.
Leaping grab by Meyer.
Closing is Mitchell, and he makes the play.
The race is on, and Vladdy will win it.
Yes, Chisholm. Lovely, lovely play.
Eyes on the ball, right?
Yeah. Tyler O'Neill goes skyscraping at the right field fence.
Oh, Billy Cook.
One of the greatest center fielders in the game today.
Backtrack, leaps at the wall, made the catch.
Diving stop by Palacios, who is just taking hits away from everybody.
I'll tell you what, through 3 2/3 innings, I think Richie Palacios deserves a Gold Glove.
Second baseman Alex Freeland will lead off in the bottom of the 7th inning of a 10-1 ball game in favor of Baltimore. Grant Wolfram, the lefty, throws him ball 1. Center fielder Michael Ciani takes over. Colton Cowser not in center anymore. Ciani was with the Dodgers in spring training and started the year in AAA. Cowser takes out Taylor Ward, and Cowser goes to left. $50,215 on this Father's Day Sunday afternoon. 2 balls, 1 strike to Alex Freeland. Pitch swung on, fouled away. Chucky Robinson on deck, and then Shohei Ohtani after that. Well, the Orioles, who have not played very well on the road, put it all together today. This is what happens sometimes in the game. Sometimes you're on the right side of the score. Sometimes you're on the wrong side. And the Dodgers, well, let's just say they're not on the right side today. Being out hit 13-5 and outscored 10-1. 2-2, ground ball to the second baseman, Jackson. Sidearms on to first to get Freeland 1 away. Bottom of the 7th, brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Catcher number 52, Chucky Robinson.
Chucky Robinson 0 for 2. Struck out in the second and then grounded out to short in the 4th. And he swings, hits the ball toward the middle. It's going to be grabbed by the second baseman Jackson on the shortstop side of the bag. Throws across his body strongly to Alonso for the out, and there are 2 away.
Well, one of the dates to keep in mind is Freddie Freeman 18th inning walk-off bobblehead night. When? Monday, July 6th. That's when the Rockies are in town. First 40,000 fans will take home the exclusive Freddie Freeman bobblehead presented by 76. Don't get left out. For tickets and information, Dodgers.com/promotions.
So Ohtani's going to be done the rest of the day. Tommy Edman's going to hit for him here. And his first at bat presented by Edmunds. Get an offer for your car. Find your next one on Edmunds.com. Grounds the first pitch to third. And Alexander throws him out. A very quick 1-2-3 bottom of the 7th inning. We go to the 8th. It's the Orioles 10, Dodgers 1.
Escape the city at the all-new Hard Rock Casino Tejon. Just an easy drive from downtown.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es flow mayor.
You could describe Tulsa as a big, small town or a small, big city.
Tulsa is a very mixed city of arts and film and sports. I mean, it's a true melting pot of all kinds of things.
Professional baseball in Tulsa, it's actually older than the state of Oklahoma.
It's nice to play in front of, fans that you see on a daily basis.
Hernandez throws on to first and just does get Kendall. He doesn't agree with that call. Now comes Lloyd McClendon again. And now Lloyd McClendon has been tossed.
And he just kicked some dirt, and he's upset. And he's going to pull first base out and take it with him.
He's walking away with the first base bag. And I guess he's just going to walk.
Shing takes over at first base. Freddie Freeman off for the rest of the day. And the first pitch is in there for a ball, so 1-0. Now McDermott throws to the right-handed hitter Mayo, outside 2-0. So Ohtani was sat down for Edman. Edman made one pitch out. I said, well, if they get Mookie Betts out of there, put Rojas in. They didn't do that. Here's a high fly ball back at short. Out in the outfield grass is Betts waiting for it. He finally comes down into his glove. And there's one down for Baltimore in the top of the 8th.
That was a big league pop-up right there.
Left fielder Colton Cowser.
That looked like one of those old ones in Colorado before the humidor. Just didn't want to come down. And Colton Cowser now the left fielder. Facing the right-hander McDermott pitch. That's inside. But they didn't put Rojas in, and you're wondering if they're just holding him back, if they need a position player to pitch, which you hope they don't. 1-0 pitch. Swinging a one-hopper to second base. Fielding it chest high, Alex Freeland throws to Rushing for the out, 2 gone. Top of the 8th brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. The MVP for fun, food, and good times. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Morongo, good times.
Number 30, Taveras.
You almost got in the game as a position player once.
As a pitcher.
Right, but you were a position player your career, but you were going to pitch one time. That's what I meant. I think it came out wrong. But that's what I meant.
I did pitch one inning in pro ball. And I told a guy ahead of time when I was going to knock him down, and I did.
Man of your word.
He was not being very kind to a couple of my teammates.
Almost happened to you once in the major leagues. There's a shot to right field, and that's going to roll all the way to the corner. Tucker's going to track it down, and Leody Taveras is going to run around second. He's going to try to take third, and the throw from Betts just a little bit late. It's a triple for Taveras. For him, that's his 5th triple of the season.
Number 23, Blaze Alexander.
Runner at third, 2 down. Blaze Alexander, the batter. But yeah, you were warming up in a major league game once.
Yeah, here. In the bullpen. There's Tommy Lasorda, the manager, had scouted me at Santa Monica High School as both of the pitchers and outfield. And we were getting waxed one night.
A pitch inside to Alexander. So he said, hey, Mo, go down to the bullpen.
Yeah, he did. And then evidently Al Campanis called the dugout, said, tell him to sit down.
Ball 2 inside. I had all those people in the pavilion who could look over the bullpen excited. Number 16 was coming in. Swinging a foul ball. 2 balls, 1 strike to Blaze Alexander. What did you feature as your pitches? Ball and a strike or anything else?
No, I had a hook. Fastball. Mid-90s, low mid-90s. But it was actually low mid-90s.
This ball is hammered to left. Going back is called to the wall. It is gone. A home run for Blaze Alexander, his 3rd of the year. And the Orioles tack on 2 more. It's 12-1.
Well, we get a lopsided game and you go 3-1 count to a hitter. They are going to unleash everything that they have, and we've been talking about Alexander today has not really taken any soft swings. And this was just a breaking ball right in the zone and right out of the ballpark.
Well, Mama said there'd be days like this, but not on Father's Day.
No.
There's Jeremiah Jackson, who doubled in a run and scored himself in the 7th inning. The Orioles head down south to play the Angels next. They'll bust down the 5. Short bus ride. They'll be enjoying that today. See what happens. Maybe they run into some traffic.
Oh, let's hope not.
Good chance of that. Here's a 1-2. And a swing and a fly ball to right. Over by the line is Tucker. Tucker still moving. Now settles under it. Makes the catch. And the top of the 8th comes to a conclusion. We go to the home half of the 8th inning. The score, the Orioles 12, Dodgers 1.
Hey, LA baseball fans.
They say it's a game of numbers. Pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Mi trabajo es sencillo, cachar ese ritmo que solo nuestra gente tira y regarlo por toda la temporada. Flow mayor is where all those rhythms meet. Porque el flow no es de un solo jugador, es de un corillo entero que prende estadio. De San Diego a Santo Domingo y cada parada en el camino. Cuando estamos activos, la liga sube de nivel. Esto es Flow Mayor.
I'm gonna go check out Food Truck Row. So, what did you guys get today?
Philly cheesesteaks.
Both of you got the same thing. Are they that good?
Oh, yeah.
Got a hot dog and some fries. Just kind of basic ballpark.
Chicken bacon sandwich.
Uh-huh.
Philly cheesesteak.
Okay.
And some
Crinkle cut fries. Okay, where are you guys from?
We're from Dallas.
Dallas. That's what's fun about baseball. It brings different regions together, not just the ball and glove and bat, but what we're eating.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.